Recording. Hello folks, hope you're well. Yes, hello. It's been probably, well yeah, not probably, it is over a month since I did a vlog, but here I am again. Yes, I've not felt any inclination for just general vlogging for a while because we've been doing the regular hangouts. So if you want, like in general, most of the uploading I've been doing and whatever has been those hangouts. We will continue with them as we can. That's on a Wednesday night, 8 PM GMT usually, or thereabouts, allowing for the usual finickiness of the hangout system. You can find that on Peter Howard's channel, which there's a link to that on my about page, in the suggested links. Yes, we'll continue with them because I can't do it currently. I can't do live hangouts on my channel because of the copyright strike I got against me. So I'm on the naughty step. I don't have permission to do live hangouts at the moment, to host hangouts anyway. But that's also part of what leads me to this point. This video, I'll put links in the info box underneath, and I'll show you the screen in a second to visually confirm, or to add some visual confirmation to what I'm going to explain. One of the videos on my channel, I'm going to take it offline for the foreseeable future, see how it goes, see how the copyright strike plays out, and as and when I can get my permissions back, when I'm allowed off the naughty step. We'll see what happens then. But if you've got a YouTube channel and you host videos on there that are not purely your own creation, you may very well be aware of the fact that there are automated bots out there that basically just bits of software. Cookies are an example of this kind of self-contained bit of software that roam around YouTube, checking to see if there is a copyright conflict with your upload. The algorithms have got to the point now where even a few seconds of a bit of copyrighted material can show itself up to these bots. They're quite sensitive, so they'll pick up even a few seconds of a music track in the background or whatever, and they all start claiming copyright for it. At the same time, there are layers of that. You may not necessarily be in copyright conflict with the larger groups such as Warner Music Group or Sony or whatever. You might get a third party ad rev group as kind of stuff I'll show you. Anyway, I'm going to move the camera for a sec, so please excuse wibbly wobbly. Hang on. It helps if the cable isn't trapped under stuff. Wait for the screen to readjust. Well, the light sensitivity. Right, this is just my video manager page on my YouTube channel. Hang on, yeah, as you can see, various videos of my ugly mug. That hairy face. Right, go to copyright notices. These are the ones that are currently showing up, and they have done multiple times before, and they probably will do multiple times again as claims get contested and then released. As you can see, this has been contested a few times already, and claim has been released. That one's awaiting within the next few days. We'll find out about that. As you can see, the names are not necessarily big names. I mean, TED Talks, that's one thing, but they release their claim anyway. But the main one in question at the moment is the one that has highest number of views. I think of all the videos on my channel, it's got the highest number of views. So it's no surprise that they would and have been targeting this continuously, because it's obviously the main one that's spread around the net a little bit, and people have got it embedded on their blog pages and stuff like that, or shared it, etc, etc. So they know it's got lots of connections for them to target into. I think this is the main one that's caused the problem, which I'll further show you in a sec. That dispute was rejected, claim reinstated. Now, because in a similar fashion, this is roughly the same kind of process that happened with the prior video that earned me the copyright strike, I can't say anything to that, because when you go down, once it gets to this kind of stage, you can no longer appeal it. You're not allowed to. If you ask for the little explanation, it'll say you no longer have a right to appeal against copyright claims. So in other words, all I can do, according to YouTube, is acknowledge, which means I will be affirming that this claim is valid, which I don't. I do not affirm this claim as valid, so I can't click acknowledge. Right? And you can see just how many times this video has been contested and the claim has been released, yet it keeps coming back again and again and again and again. And as I say, a lot of this is done by automated systems, by bots. Some of it is done by hand, deliberately. There is another current dispute waiting to come up, but that'll be at least a couple of weeks yet before I find out about that. But anyway, it's a mute point. So, this video, when I go and look at it, and because of the fact that I can't appeal, normally the way this process worked is when you appeal, they will then allow your video to carry on existing as it was, and you carry on with the appeal process, nothing else changes. But if you cannot appeal, then they automatically take the side of the copyright claimant, which means your video gets adulterated in one fashion or another. So this copyright claimant has now been able to put an advert connection, typical ad rev ad on the side, and oh look, lovely kittens. Kittens make you buy stuff because of kittens. Why? Kittens. Why? Kittens. Sorry. But anyway, as you can see, yeah, it's not even a banner ad, it's a full-on interruption ad. So, from the original point of the video uploader, the original video uploader, which was Max Egan on the Crow House, which I'll show you in a minute, and the simple fact that the video is non-profit, was originally presented as non-profit, no profit can ever be made or attributed to this from this video, can't be sold, etc, etc, all that kind of stuff to do with not making a profit out of this product. Yeah, it is free to share, free to do whatever you want with, pass it on to others. Attribution or attribution allowed for, of course, you know, give people links back to where you got it from, etc, etc, who created it, etc, etc. So, as far as I'm concerned, according to the general rules of their game, that video existed with no infringement to the copyright claimants of the parts that are included in the video, because the person producing and releasing the video is not trying to make a profit out of it or affect the copyright claimants' ability to make a profit out of their work, etc, etc. Yet, in the current climate of how this fast-moving snowball of the corporatist digital machine works, somebody is accruing profit right now from this video. Yeah? So they're breaking their own rules, and they're using it to vanish profit away from the original creators. Where's it going? Is it going to some third-party music revenue company, some big corporation or whatever? What tiny percentage will the original artist who claims copyright over some piece that has been used in this video, you know, what tiny percentage are they actually going to ever receive? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, and as I've said many times before, please keep in consideration that by this generation of phantom ephemeral money currency, because this is a virtual thing, it creates a bit of digits in a computer system that they will then claim equals money, equals value, equals currency, and through a fractional reserve system they will then compound the amount. So the tiny percentage of pennies that are generated by this ad rev will be compounded and will become part of the cement that fixes the bricks of this digital beast together. Right, I will move on from my ranting and evangelising. Look, if you want this video, The Calling by Max Igan, I feel it's quite a good video for somebody who's maybe a little bit new to all this kind of information about the big picture and connectivity on a geopolitical global scale, etc. It's a good encapsulation in just over an hour and 6 minutes. So worth getting hold of, worth having links to if you want to. I feel. Obviously the choice is yours. Links are here under the video, thecrowhouse.com. Right, if you go to Max Igan's website, crowhouse.com, get a little intro, click. Right, now up along the top you'll find a click to video productions, and there you'll find a list of all Max's major video pieces, and you can either watch them streaming on his site, or it'll connect you to a YouTube link for the video, or you can download a lot of them directly. Right, the main one I was just showing, The Calling. Go to that page, you see, you can start watching it there. I think that's in parts, whereas the version I'd put up was just all of them together in one place. And you can download it. So you can download it for yourself, keep it, burn it to disks, share it for free, giving links back to here, you know, same as the majority of us out here in the tubes have been doing. Links there to Max's YouTube channel as well, the Crow House channel on YouTube, and that was the original text that he'd included under his video. So there you go. All I'd done was re-uploaded Max's video, so it's all in one place, all in one version rather than split into parts, because at the time I'd the permission from YouTube, I was allowed to upload longer videos, so I did, but I won't allow them to put advertising over something that is meant to be for free to help people. So I apologise, but I will be taking that video down, delisting it for now, so that they cannot parasite off this that should be free for people to access. Yeah, go and download it for yourself, folks. Re-upload it. Yeah, all that good stuff. I better leave it there because I'm running up on my permission time limit. Yeah, can't think of anything else to say at the moment other than kittens. You lovely, look at the lovely little face in the kittens.